Well, certainly we do understand that there was a multidisciplinary law enforcement team that was behind what you see here today. Four suspects that were involved in an armed robbery at Mall at Carnival. It seems as though the suspects overpowered security personnel there and then proceeded to then rob a Clicks pharmacy in the area and the shop there, and then proceeded to make their way towards Pretoria using the R21. An alert was then given to the police of a silver VW vehicle, which you see there behind me, where the police are stationed, still really just getting some of the evidence as well as some of the stock. It is understood that four other suspects were also apprehended on their way to Mamelodi. They were then taken, the police then took the suspects to their homes, where they then received more stock and also found a VW Polo there, as well as a BMW 1 Series, as well as a Toyota Corolla there. The vehicle that was used for this armed robbery seems to have been a stolen vehicle as well. It was reported in Brooklyn as stolen in January this year. It's unclear if the other vehicles which were found in the homes or in the premises of where the other stock was found were also stolen, but they've also been taken by police as part of the evidence. I'm joined by the Hawks spokesperson, who's going to talk to us about more details as to how they were able to get the tip-off and how they managed to then make the arrests that we see here, as well as just give us more information on the status of and the condition of those who are in hospital. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We do understand that some suspects are critically wounded and are in hospital, and while suffered fatal injuries. Can you tell us about the status of those ones who are in hospital?
The suspects that have been taken to hospital were injured critically during the shootout, and 3 others were fatally wounded. And as you've already said, this is transpiring on the end at R21 northbound, and the 4 other suspects were arrested in Mamelodi, where they found 3 vehicles, 2 of which were still under investigation and 1 has been reported stolen, as well as some of the cargo that was stolen in the earlier robbery.
Now, talk to us about, what went into ensuring that the suspects were brought to book.
This is through a multidisciplinary operational plan that was executed. It involved members of Bad Boy Security, Vision Tactical, Gauteng Saturation Unit, as well as the members of TONS.
Now, these suspects that were apprehended, have they been linked to any other crimes?
At this stage, we will be looking into that avenue as to whether or not these suspects have committed crime before. But one of the firearms has been established on scene that it was actually stolen in as per Isipingo case in KZN.
So do we know who these suspects are and where they're from, and what exactly the plan was to do with the stock that was stolen?
At this stage, we have not established the identity of the suspects, and we'll be looking into that. And the suspect actually stole a lot of perfumes as per the exhibits on the scene, and we recovered also 2 other unlicensed firearms.
So it seems as though the stock that was stolen here was possibly going to be then resold elsewhere.
Most probably the stock that had been stolen was going to be resold either in the location or at taxi ranks, as most of these suspects, once they steal something, they resell it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is the Hawks spokesperson, just giving us a sense of what happened and what led them to this arrest here. It's back to you in studio.